Hello guys, welcome to the Super Simple Techie. Let's start with the episode 2. We'll start with the AWS console. So let's get in.
What we are having is so this is the console you get in when we you log in into aws.console.com. So what you have to do is just go to aws.console.com and sign up. It will ask you for your credit card details for setting up the account and for using the free service tier. So people gets worried sometimes like regarding providing their credit card data. So I would suggest like you can try it. To be frank, I also waited for around 1 or 2 years. I was also worried like whether I should provide the details or not. But you can provide it because if you use it precisely and use it like knowledgeably, then I I have not even paid a single dollar to any AWS service till now from my own pocket. So you can just opt for it, and so that you can also I'll also provide a video about the billing and everything, so that you can budget it. You can just create an alert and stop your services if they cross like $1 $2. So these type of videos are also coming soon. So let's start with this. What are the services that AWS provides us? So for signing up, if you face any issue, so you can let me know in the comment section. I can create a separate video for signing up and these things. So today we are just covering the basic parts, like how is the AWS console. So if you see, this is the AWS console. So these are the regions I was talking about. These are the regions where AWS services are available. So these are the 10 regions that are not enabled for this account. So you can see these are the 10 regions which are not for my account. I can use these available regions: US East, US West. So this is for latency. If you remember, I told you about the latency. So the closer I am with my region, the lesser the latency, right? Right now I am in PST, so North California would be the closer to me. So I selected it, and that reduced the latency part. This is was our region. This is my IAM user. I'll tell you in the next video how to create the IAM user, what are the root users, and how to create the permissions and the roles to the IAM user. So it is always let me give you some brief about the users. So there are two type of users right now, which are the basic and which are the must for understanding and starting the cloud knowledge or the tutorial. One is root user, another is IAM user. So root user will be having all the access. They can do the billing, they can initiate services, they can create other users, and they can create the roles, and they can assign the roles to them. So but that is very what do you say, very critical to us. Like if you lost those password, or if that is not so secured, then it would be difficult for you. Okay, so better to create a IAM user first, then log in as an IAM user, and then start your learning. So that we'll cover it in our next part. So let's see. So I told you about this user things. What are these are the regions. This is the console, Cloud Shell. This is a very good thing, I'll tell you. These are notifications. So search. This is just like a search option anybody provides us. So these are the services which you visit. So they have provided one console or dashboard kind of thing. These are services I've recently visited, like S3, RDS, EC2 instances, and VPC. So let's start. If you search it about, like, I'll tell you what you want to search: EC2 instances. Okay, this is just one example what I'm trying to explain you how these services. So here you can search all the services which are provided by AWS Cloud. So let's try it. See all 13 results which are about EC2. EC2 Image Builder, Amazon Inspector. So let's try EC2, what it is. So see, this is a new EC2 experience. So I'll tell you how to create a new instance and what are the informations here. So like see, if you see instances running zero, everything is zero. So how to create or launch a new instance? Just click on this. So before going into this, we have to understand what is instance, right? So instance, I can explain you in layman terms, is like an object of any system, right? Or you can consider it as a server. Okay, if launch instance, just remove instance with a server. You want to launch a server, okay? or launch a system. Just click on launch instance. It is going to provide you some fields which you have to fill it. How many systems or instances you want to launch? Like I'm telling you, I want need two systems or I need two instances. I'll call it instances. You can understand it system or server as per your understanding. Okay, that we can explain and understand later. Okay, so like demo demo AWS. Okay, I just named it demo AWS. So these are the application and OS images you have to select, like Amazon Linux, Ubuntu system you want a Windows system for a new user, you want a Red Hat, anything you want. So let's try with Amazon Linux, and you have to select the Amazon machine image. So always select for free tier eligible things. So right now I've selected like Amazon Linux 2 AMI. Okay, 64-bit architecture, IDs will get attached to AMI. Here's the T2.micro. So there are many instance type. Like if I want to launch a system, you want to know like what was the what was the pricing of that instance, how much RAM, how much storage will be provided. So these kind of things you can understand in instance type. So right now we'll go to T2.micro because it is free tier eligible and it will serve a purpose. So now the next thing is keep your names. This is for security. If you want to SSH your instance, you'll need this. So right now proceed without a key pair. Okay. Network, subnet, auto signing. These are not so important. Create an existing security group. If you want to secure, use it as a default, or you can create a new security group. Okay. So right now we will use it as default because one 8 GB of memory will be there for the root volume, advanced details. Also you can put something if you want to return from the user, and just click on launch instance. See how easy it was to create two instances or to launch two servers rather than buying a new system from the market, enabling it for the user. So right now the instance state is in pending state. So they are working on it. So let's start refreshing it. It is still in pending. One is now up and running. Second is also it will be running. So let's start AWS one. Let's name it different. Okay, and this is a demo AWS two, so that you can. So you can see now the both the servers are up and running. So let's explore on server how it is. So see, these are all the information related to your specific instance. This is the public IPv4 address. If you want me to explain it in a very deep manner, that I'll cover it in the next part. So please, second part is a must visit because I'll tell you everything in very deep and detail. So this is only a basic understanding public IPv4 address to reach out to your instance, right? If you want to connect to your instance from your own computer, this is the IP they have provided you. And one thing is noticeable, like this public IPv4 address can change by time. If you stop the instance and initiate it again, it might change. So you have to be aware of that. Private IPv4 address, it doesn't change, so you can use it. Instance state is running, everything is here. Linux server is there. So security, you can add inbound rules like what port range it is accessible. All port ranges are accessible right now. What are the security groups? What is the source? Storage, if you want to add some additional storage, you can add it. Right now it is root device time and it is disabled. Status check, monitoring. So there are many things you can monitor instance right now. Status check, CPU utilization. Okay, so let's see our instances part again and how to close the instances. Right now it is free because free tier services also provide you around 1 month of around 750 hours a month. So that is more than enough to understand. So let's stop the instances. So this was a very brief idea about the services which AWS provides. So what we can do is we can try with signing up into the AWS console and trying to create the IAM users from the root users, providing them different permissions, and try to also launch a website from the AWS instance. So that would be our learning from for the next episode. So let's close it for this episode. Thank you. Please show us some encouragement by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much. See you all soon and God bless you. Take care.